I end up getting a client $248,000 in 20 minutes. I charged him 10%, I made $24,000. Once you get to talking about how you can help somebody get some money, you don't need followers for this. You just need to be able to get outside, tell them the information, and then connect them to who they need to be connected to. I'm averaging $50,000 a week off of a fucking cell phone.
All right, y'all, it's Runway Billionaire. We back with another episode today. Man, we about to get spicy. Listen, one of the ways that I scaled my business was not using my own money. It was other people's money, and I was leveraging the bank's money. And yeah, we gonna talk to Adrian Brown, as some people might know him. I know him as 8 Mile Go Crazy because it's always move on business. So today, my guy gonna give y'all the plays how y'all could get $250,000 in the next 30 days. He gonna give y'all the whole framework. And guess what? I'm gonna make sure that he give it to y'all. So, my bro, what's the deal?
How you feeling?
Oh man, you already know. I feel amazing. How you feeling?
Shit, I gotta be amazing. Look at who I'm around.
Look, you better be amazing, bro, because you in the hot seat today.
Yes,
we gotta
sir.
tell these people how you getting these people so much money, bro. Like, I see other people out here talking about that they do funding, that they do this. But bro, I seen it with my own eyes. 70K
on the spot.
on the spot.
On the spot.
Bro, so we gotta get them the sauce. We gotta break this down. And I need you to unpack it and just give everything.
Listen, we ain't holding nothing back.
Before we go into it, bro, just so everybody can have an understanding, like who they looking at on the screen right now, I'll let you get a light introduction for yourself.
I mean, we ain't got to do too much. You know, I'm your funder's favorite funder. Mr. 50K and 48, no hassle, no headache. The funder who really do funding.
Hey, he said Mr. 50K and 48. Talk to us. Like, when did this come about? How we get here?
So before I had a funding company, I started off wholesaling real estate. Mm-hmm. And I started off doing good. My first deal was for $16,000.
Yeah.
I was only making like $24,000 a year at the time because I was on child support in my job and all of that. I was paying $666 a month in child support. So I got
a bad number.
Crazy number, right?
Crazy number.
So I got a $16,000 check. I quit my job, right? I'm like, shit,
what
you
on?
Day. Bro, it took me one time to see it was real. I was broke for the next 8 months. I ain't get another deal, right?
What?
So I'm going to these real estate events, and I went to an event every week for 52 weeks straight. So for those who, simple math, I went to an event every week for a year straight. And everybody in there who was talking about having $100,000 months and blowing their business up was talking about leveraging other people's money. So I'm like, shit, one of these days, the nigga with the bag gotta show up, right? Like, money man can't hide for too long.
Yeah.
He never showed up, right? It was just a bunch of systems that they was trying to push you through or getting you to send them the wholesale deals so they could create wealth and you could feel rich. I did what 90% of the world was scared to do. I knew, like I had a light bulb moment. I knew that the banks gave out money, but I knew I probably wasn't in position to get it. I was expecting to get denied. So I went to the bank, I got denied, but I knew they had to tell me why they weren't willing to give it to me or I could run with some sort of discrimination act.
Yeah.
Lady like, yo, your credit fucked up. And she showed me everything that I needed to fix. I got connected with somebody who fixed my credit. I went back to that same bank, and in 48 hours, I was approved and had access to $40,000 in my business name. At this time, I'm sleeping on my cousin's couch, fucked up, like in a bad spot. Y'all just gave me $40,000. I just got a 40 ball on bro's couch.
To me?
Oh yeah, now I'm on to something, and from there, I started learning how to structure businesses. And then I started realizing everybody who was coming to me to get their business structured was getting it structured because they wanted funding.
Yeah.
So then I got connected with somebody and I told him that I knew how to do funding and I didn't know how to do nothing.
Yeah.
So like I'm running the play, I'm fucking profiles up. Boy, I'm like the car lot. I'm shotgunning people's profiles. And it made me realize like, yo, bro, like you gonna burn the bridge. Really go and do some research. So I started studying banks and I seen that Wells Fargo kept getting sued because they was giving money to a predominant race.
Yeah.
And they wasn't fucking with another race.
Yeah.
So I pushed the client through, they got denied and we pulled that trigger on them. Like, yo, like you don't want to give us none because we black, we about to sue. And they did a reconsideration and approved that client for like $45,000. And this was on July 13th, 2023.
Dang. So So you, I love the fact that you like, yo, I actually went and did the work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was so hungry to figure this thing out that I was like, no, we go, I'm gonna figure out everything
Something
that's
gonna
wrong.
work. It's gonna work or it's gonna work.
Something going wrong. Like, do you think like you being in a position where, you know what I mean, you sleeping on the couch, do you think that give you the core to be like, nah, like I gotta go harder. Like I gotta get up off my ass and I gotta go make something happen. Like I got no opportunity but to figure this out.
So like I was already in the mix of doing that, and life kind of put me in that spot, right? So it wasn't like, for some niggas, they just sleeping on the couch because they ain't got no drive, goals, ambition. Me, like I got into it with my spouse at the time, and I seen like, oh, okay, I'm tangible. I'm volatile. I can be put out at any given. Let me go focus, right?
Yeah.
So while I'm on bro's couch, like all I kept hearing was like, one day you're gonna be tired of being tired. One day you're gonna be tired of being tired. One day, and every day I'm waking up tired of being tired. So I'm trying to do everything from real estate to credit to funding. Like, bro, I'm in so many spots, and then I started getting good at the funding. I started averaging $50,000 a month, and then I bought my first mentorship. And from there, I'm still doing good, and I'm like, all right, bro, I'm doing 50 a month. Nigga, get your own spot now.
Yeah.
So I went and got me an apartment. Me and my brother moved in together, and one of my business partners started moving a little shaky. So I prayed and I was like, yo, God, like, give me a clear path of which route you want me to go. And I end up getting a client $248,000 in 20 minutes. I charged him 10%. I made $24,000. And I was like, shit, when I was wholesaling, it might have took 15 to 20 days to make this on a good deal, because we got to go to the closing table, the whole nine, right?
Yeah.
And I just made this in 20 minutes in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I see you, Big G. And I just locked in and got overly obsessed with funding.
All right. So walk me through this real fast. You said like, you know, you like, yo, I'm praying for a sign. Like God, send me the bat signal. Let me know what's up, right? And you go get a client 248,000, and you get 10% of that.
10%. And the funny thing is, the client had got connected with me and my business partner at this time. Like, we had our initial conversation at 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
I talked to him at 12. He reached out to my business partner. He got connected with me at 12. I said, yo, how much funding you want? He like, as much as you can give me. I took him through 3 banks, got him 248. I called him. Like, yo, I just got you approved for $248,000. I'm about to apply for these other banks. And the first thing that he said was, why would you give me that much funding? Now he on the phone scared.
He said, why would you
give me that? And I'm like, hold on, you told me get you as much as I could get. I'm ready to go get you some more.
Yeah.
And then he realized, like, oh, you not one of them people who overpromise and underdeliver. You underdeliver. You underpromise and overdeliver. Like, cause I told him, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get you, at least 100.
Yeah, at least 100,000.
So we 148,000 over what he expected. Now he shook. He like, the nigga ghosted me for 3 days. So in my head, I'm doing the math. The money is counted, but I'm about to make 24,000.
Yeah, he not answering.
I get him the funding on a Friday.
Yeah.
He don't answer. Saturday, Sunday.
So is he out clubbing? Is he out like,
bro? So now I'm calling the people that send him to. It's like, hey, it's about to get real different. It's about to get different.
I might have to pull up.
And he hit us at 6 p.m. on Monday and was like, where you want me to send this wire at?
Dang.
And I was like, oh, this shit real.
It's real. It's real. So is that when a light bulb went off where you was like, yo, you know what? Like I'm all in with this funding.
1,000%. Like,
I'm all in.
I don't care to do credit repair. I don't care to do business structure.
I just want to get business.
I just want to do funding. Like, not even just businesses. People who want to change their position. Yeah. We got to think business owners only make up 8% of the American population.
Okay.
It's 92% of a whole nother group of people that's not being targeted. I know it's more people in the world with social security numbers than EINs.
For sure.
And most of them got dreams, goals, and aspirations. They don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
It's not that your ideas is bad. You just broke. And anything that's broke can be fixed. So them is the people that I target.
Okay, so you're not just helping with business funding, you helping with personal funding as well. You helping the everyday person who like, yo, like my job not enough. I need capital, or I want to go buy a house, or I want to go, or I just financially just want to have a cushion. I just want to
get ahead.
No, bro, I love that. I love that. So what is the exact process you use to like make that happen? Like you said, you took them to 3 banks, but like, what 3 banks you took, bro, to?
so I got him $100,000 from American Express just off of one card. American Express gave him a gold card. His limit was $97,000. Let me not cap. You feel me? $97,000, and then I got him 3 other cards that equaled out to another $60,000.
Okay.
Then I took him to SoFi. SoFi approved him for $100,000. But I ended up just pushing it at 75.
Okay.
And then I took him through, where did we go after that? I want to say we went to Chase.
Okay.
We did all of this in one night. And not even one night, for real, like 20 minutes worth of applications.
All right, cool. All right. So let's break this down, right? So you say you went through this process of like, man, I was sending people through the blender, right? Like I'm messing up profiles. Like what was the structure that you figured out that once you push a client through, for sure, like they gonna get something?
So I started buying everybody's ebooks, everybody's courses before I got like in-person mentorships. Like I was going through niggas low tier funnels. So I was seeing that everybody had their own system, their own strategies.
Yeah.
So I was trying to follow everybody's systems and strategies. And then I was like, you know what? Let's practice with this bank. And once we get good at this bank, we add this to the arsenal. Then let's practice with this bank. Let's practice here. And then I just created my own sequence. And then it made me start to realize that everybody got different strategies because none of these niggas really doing funding. They finding somebody else that's just good at it, and they just throwing a bunch of BS together in a book so it could sound good, right?
Yeah.
They really can't tell you how to go get it. For me, I really put in the groundwork. I went through denials and having to pay. Like I'm paying out of pocket to get these clients' inquiries removed because I'm fucking your profile up, right?
Yeah.
So it got to a point where it was like, no, like, bro, focus on your process. And once I found what worked for me, bro, I just doubled down on it.
Dang, I love that. So do you think like people are scared, like they more scared to fail, like, and get denied, or they more scared of like what to do with the money? Cause you said, bro, like, why would you get me that? Like, do you think he was scared of like?
So it's one of them situations where like, I've been in instances where I've prayed for things, right? I used to pray to have an influx of clients when I didn't have none. And now I wake up sometimes and I'm overwhelmed. Sometimes we ask for certain things because we hope that it can happen. But when you come to me, it's more than hope. Like when I tell you I'm gonna do something, like as a man of my word, like, yo, this shit gonna happen. He didn't think this shit was gonna happen like that. Like he like, all right, yeah, bro say he gonna give me 100, whatever. Because a lot of people think like we in a world where everybody are good salesmen. So when you actually say you gonna do something and you supersede it, it is scary.
Yeah.
But I don't think that people are more so scared because they don't know what to do with the money. Now that the money is in front of them, they second guessing themselves.
Yeah.
Because most of the time people already got a plan. But now you can't blame anybody else.
You can't go the other way.
It's easy to say like, yo, I'm not doing something because they ain't give me the resource. They holding back. They
got the money. You got something to blame.
Now you got it, nigga, and you got to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Okay, cool. So you told him you was going to do it and you did it.
1,000%.
For a client to come to you to be able to duplicate what you did, what do they need to have?
So the first thing that they need to understand is we got to stop believing everything we see on the internet. 90% of the people on the internet is selling you BS, right? The truth of the matter is all you need is a 680 credit score, utilization under 30% for personal funding, under 10% for business funding, no derogatory marks, 8 to 12 revolving primary accounts, credit age at least 4 years on average with no account younger than 1 year old because the bank considers that young, and then no more than 2 to 3 inquiries in the last 6 months. And if you got some strong accounts with a build out like that, I'll go get you $250 today.
Okay. I mean, I saw it, bro. I saw you get somebody 70K on the spot. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know
talked to her yesterday. I asked her, did she want some more funding? And she like, I think that, right now we should just focus on, and I'm like, no, let's run the play.
Yeah. Now, do you think it's like, that it happened that fast that she's like, she want to slow it down?
So the funny thing is, she had a conversation with me where she's like, yo, I went and got funded before and I invested and it didn't go the right way.
Yeah.
And what separates me from other funding companies is our relationship doesn't stop when you get paid and you pay me. That's the start. We family now because you believed in me and my business.
100%.
I want to check on you every 60 days, every 90 days to see how your business is doing, how it's performing.
Yeah.
If it's anything that I can help you with, because I'm a very resourceful person. So when I let her know, like, yo, like, no, you gonna get this bag and I'm going to do my best to help you do right by it. I can't make you do right by it.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, like, yo, I wouldn't do that and I will probably do this.
Yeah.
That made her more comfortable.
Cool.
But I don't think that she knew she was gonna get 70.
Right.
Like, I don't think that was her expectation. But I'm like, yo, I'm trying to strike up 100 on the spot.
Right. So let me ask you this. Like, if you was to get somebody funded 70K, like today, what advice would you tell them? Like, what would you tell them to do?
So the first thing that I would tell them to do is, like, we all have a God-given talent, right? Like a lot of us or a lot of people used to write stuff down when they was younger and say, like, yo, this is what I want to do. And me and my business partner, Michelle, talk about this all the time. Like, yo, go back to one of them old journals and remember how you used to be so creatively free before the world got a hold of your imagination.
Yeah.
Like, if your heart still desires doing that, go and do that. But if not, I'm biased. I'm real biased. Like, nah, Adrian, I don't want to do that. What else would you recommend? I recommend running a funding company, because the worst thing that can happen in my business is somebody gets denied, they get an inquiry, and we get it removed. The best thing that happens is they get approved, we charge them a commission, and then we go and get them more funding. So, like, it just all depends. Like, you gonna follow your heart or you gonna follow the leader? And I'm gonna show you how to blow this shit up.
Yeah. So one of the things that you talk about, you was like, yo, like, I got this guy 240 and I got 10% of that. Like, is that primarily like a business model that you run?
Yeah.
Is that something that you show people how to do? Is that something that you promote, or you just like, that's just my lane? That's what I do?
So I got a couple mentees. Like, I got 98 mentees, but I got like 20 of them operating at a very high level where they offering this as a service inside of a business that has nothing to do with funding at all. Like, one of my guys, he got a Toro company. When he came to me, he only had 3 cars, right? In 30 days, he went and got access to funding and added 27 cars to his fleet. He 10x'd his inventory, right?
Yeah.
And now he has a mentorship where he's showing people how to get into Toro. Then he's helping them get the bag so they can go and get the economy cars. And then he's showing them how to run a fleet. So, like, this is something that I don't gatekeep. I'm gonna show you every bank that I'm doing. I offer live funding in my mentorship. Like, I'll show you how to do everything that I'm doing, down to connecting you with the people who put my systems together.
So all right. So let me break this down. So you learned all the funding game yourself. Like, what banks they need to pull from, how to run a play, what to put on the application, like the whole 9. Then you telling me, like, you showing your mentees how to do this, and they like, all right, I'm not just going to get me funded and make it benefit me. I'm now going to show other people how to do the same thing, how to do the same thing that I'm doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and get them funding and collect 10%. So he getting paid like twice.
He getting 3 times. He getting a bag, right? And the reason why I show people how to do this is because the truth of the matter is, like, I know I'm not gonna be doing funding for the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I gotta go teach somebody how to be better than me, because I'm about to fuck this whole little entrepreneur game up that they got going on right now. Like, I'm about to show the people that's doing funding that they really not doing shit, right? And then once I put my stamp on it, I'm gonna transition into whatever God got for me next, and I'm gonna pass the torch to one of the people who I showed.
So why not have like you don't have desires to have like a big funding company where you know what I mean, that what you're building right now could still continue while you venture off into something else.
So if that's what God put on my heart, then cool. Yeah. But I understand that this level of what I'm doing right now, he's allowing me to be the best so I can get comfortable operating at my best.
Yeah.
So when it's time for him to be like, all right, you got to do what you wanted to do. Now it's time for you to do what I need you to do.
Right.
I can say, all right, I did everything under my terms.
All right, so it's execution time.
Yeah,
it's execution time. All right, so I love it, bro. I love it. Like when you say like you about to be a disruptor and you about to come into the funding game, like just give me a little breakdown of like what you mean by that.
So the thing is, bro, I spent so much money on mentorships to learn funding.
Yeah.
And niggas wasn't teaching funding, bro. Like, they'll be like, yo, I'm gonna connect you with this third party company where they got everybody in the back offices and you need these reps and da-da-da-da-da. And really you only need reps for 2 banks, and that's Chase and Citizens. Chase not giving out the 100K no more. You can go and get 50,000, but anything over 50, they gonna request tax transcripts, right?
Yeah.
You can get that online from behind your computer.
Yeah.
So I'm showing people how to make an extra $15,000 to $25,000 a month from behind their computer or cell phone. You see, I do at the event, I did Shorty's funding
right on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
I'm showing you how to get busy not being codependent on somebody to complete these applications for you, right?
Yeah.
These niggas out here got y'all thinking that you gotta pay them for the plug and the connection, when the truth is, if I go and put $20,000 in a bank account and let it sit for 10 to 15 days, somebody gonna call me to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
Yo, you want some funding?
Yeah.
Nah, because you probably not gonna be able to get me what I want. Well, let me connect you to who can.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not selling you on relationship managers. I'm showing you how to literally run every play that I'm running and how to vet your clients to make sure that they are aligned with the banking algorithm so you can make anywhere from 15 to 25,000 a month. I'm averaging 50,000 a week off of a fucking cell phone.
Dang. I think that's crazy. I think a lot of people it's a misconception that, like, bro, if you put any amount of money in any bank, somebody is going to call you.
Somebody going to call you.
Somebody going to call you. And that's why they got Chase Private Client. Like, somebody is going to call you based on, you know what I mean, the amount of money that you got in there. And they going to be asking you all type of questions. Like, what, we got our payment processor. We got all type of stuff. So I think a lot of people don't really know what's going on. They don't utilize the financial institutions to the best ability. Not going to say that it's all right, but what you saying is like, no, like, I'll show you once you put that money in there what that conversation needs to look like, literally, and how you need to push that application through. But before you do, this is what your profile need to look like, so you don't jam yourself up.
It ain't no need in wasting your time or the banker's time. Like, people think that money is more valuable than relationships, and I'm teaching my mentees to only value the dollar to build the relationship. Like, we ain't gotta pay for too much stuff no more because we got it all in house. What you gonna do is you gonna go put this bread in a bank account, and when they call you, make sure you ready.
Good. All right. So you said that you pay for a lot of mentorships, and when you got in these mentorships, that they wasn't doing the thing that they said that they was doing. They was,
so I'm not
subcontracting you.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say that they wasn't doing, because they can show you how to get your clients funded, right? Yeah. But I'm thinking that you really showing me how to leverage a plethora of banks, and you not. Like, you putting banks in there that you done heard of, but you ain't got no receipts for them. You not studying the banks, and it's like, I had to realize once Chase start being like, yo, we're not accepting clients no more. Oh, a lot of you niggas who had Chase reps thought y'all had a funding company and y'all just had a connection. Yeah. Just because I can call my man for the P's don't mean that I'm Trapper of the Year.
Right.
I'm just resourceful.
Right.
You don't got a funding company, you resourceful. So I'm glad that everything is happening right now where these banks is getting more strict, because it's time for them to push these niggas out the way, so then I can come and expose why these niggas got pushed out the way and show you how to get in position.
All right. So for those who don't know, like, what is a funding company and how it operates, right? Because like what you saying is like, yo, I started this funding company on a couch. You know what I mean? Like, through a relationship, and you know what I mean? I got busy and the light bulb went off, and then you went full steam ahead, doing $50,000 a week plus. You know what I mean? So just break it down. Like, what is a funding company itself?
All right, so a funding company is kind of like a wholesaling business for money, right?
Yeah.
All I'm doing is finding people who have good credit, or okay credit with the right build out and understanding what bank is willing to give them money based off of this profile. Mm-hmm. I'm not the bank.
Yeah.
I just know what the bank require. I'm getting you a bag. The thing is, most people don't believe in themselves. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't been congratulated and applauded for since high school, and you've never seen anything spectacular happen in your life, and you've been going to work the last 10, 15, 20 years, you feel like this is what your reality is because your perception is your reality. I go and get you funded. I come to you with a congratulations. You just got $20,000. Perfect. But you owe me 10%.
Yeah.
I don't care because I wouldn't have had this without you.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have had this without me.
All I'm doing is literally middlemaning the credit profile in the bank and understanding what it needs to look like when they both coexist with each other and charging a percentage.
Okay. So for somebody who understands that concept, they like, yo, you know what, hey, Mob, you going crazy. Mm-hmm. I got you. How does somebody with like little to no following, how do they go out and find these people?
So I'm gonna make it one better for you. I got a mentee who's not on the internet at all. She probably got like 62 followers. Like if she follow you, it probably look like a spam account.
No.
She got herself access to $500,000 in funding, and she doing $40,000 a week.
Dang.
Because she's at these business events. One thing that we know is most businesses fail within the first 12 to 24 months. And it's not because people's ideas are bad. They're not scalable. They're not scalable because they don't have the access and the resources. So all you got to do is connect with somebody that got a business, or you can just like literally make a group chat with a bunch of people that you know and say, yo, if I could get you access to $100,000 right now, would you want to hear more information?
Yeah.
We don't talk about credit. Credit isn't normal in our conversations in our community. So we don't even know if the people connected to us have good or bad credit.
Yeah.
All you got to do is start the conversation. Once you get to talking about how you can help somebody get some money, you don't need followers for this.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to get outside, tell them the information, and then connect them to who they need to be connected to.
That's it. That's it. I love that, man. I love the fact that you said like go to business events, because I think you could go on eventbrite.com and see all of the businesses that's in your area and be like, yo, I'm gonna go show up. And I think a lot of people are scared to do that, bro. Like a lot of people, they get so used to being on the internet and they think that the internet is the only place, you know what I mean? Where you, like you said, man, you got businesses that you're not gonna find a business, or you're not gonna find these people on the internet.
It's real thriving businesses that ain't on the internet.
Yeah, you gotta go outside. And one of the things that I saw that I think that's probably a strategy that you would tell everybody is like, yo, do live funding at these events, because that's not a common thing that we see.
But you know why it's not common?
Why?
Because these niggas don't do funding. These niggas don't do funding. It's only a couple that really do funding. And they might do a pre-approval play through a bank that's never going to approve you to get access to this bank.
Yeah.
So it seems as if you got approved for some money, but the money never come.
Okay.
The money never come, right? So now you sitting there and you like, damn, man.
I thought, and then it don't come. Like, let me ask you a question, man. Why are you so passionate about, you know what I mean, about other businesses getting funded and there being more of a transparent, you know what I'm saying, more of a transparency in the funding space, you know what I mean, based on what you've seen? Because you talk a lot like, yo, like these motherfuckers don't do it. Like what got you to the point where you like, nah, like
I was hoping one of these motherfuckers saved me. Not in the sense of coming to find me and being like, yo, bro, get up. But like, yo, I'm spending money that I worked hard for with you so I can learn how to do something.
Yeah.
So at what point is it, because I've heard mentors say like, oh, you putting expectations on me that I ain't agree to. At what point is it you just doing some bullshit marketing that sounds good, and then when somebody sign up, that's when you tell them what they signing up for, right? Like, so for me, after I've invested over $160,000 in myself in the last 14 months, right? After spending so much money and realizing like, okay, you're trying to teach me something that makes money. But if I came to you and I said, yo, I want a 4-piece chicken tender, and you bring out a full live chicken and say, yo, you can do whatever you want with it. That's not what I requested. I didn't ask for you to teach me how to be a marketing company. I didn't ask you to connect me with somebody who could do this. You told me you were going to teach me how to run a funding company. You were going to teach me how to leverage 10 to 20 banks. And all you did was gave me a nigga that got 5 banking reps in their back office.
Yeah.
All you doing is showing me how to be a resource and getting in front of people and being rich off information instead of rich off implementation. If this nigga don't want to be on social media, you kind of giving him a business model where he got to be on social media.
Yeah.
No. If we doing funding, let's figure out how to smack every bank because it ain't that hard.
Yeah. I love everything you saying because, like in marketing, I always say marketing is telling the truth, right? Like, so being transparent and being honest and building, something where people like, no, like I'm rocking with bro because like he's authentic and I know, I know he's not telling the truth. And man, funding is a it's a big part of especially our community. That people are missing. I know, bro, I got a ton of homies who's making millions of dollars a year. They don't own one credit card.
Cash heavy, credit poor.
Yeah.
And the thing is, another reason why I push so hard is because that's what I grew up around, right?
Yeah.
So like, for me to come from that, why am I going to take advantage of my people?
Yeah.
I know how I feel to literally be climbing from the bottom of the mountain to the top and just needing one key piece of information.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when you hang this in front of my face and say, whoa, that sounded crazy. When you put this opportunity in front of me and say, yo, listen, this piece of information will change your life. And then I pay you $5,000 for this piece of information. And you like, yeah, but you ain't going to get it in this manner. What I'm going to do is, bro, to me, that's bullshit. Because
you should just give me what I'm paying for.
The people that you connected me to, I got to pay a monthly fee.
Or a percentage.
No, and an application fee. Like, y'all connecting people with banging reps where they have to pay a monthly subscription and a $500 application fee.
Yeah.
Which it works for some business owners, but if I don't have any clients and I'm coming to you to scale my business, you already putting me in debt by signing me up with these companies, and I don't even have the systems in place to even make this scalable.
Yeah. No, I love it, bro. Man, everything that you speaking is the truth. So let's go back to the funding company real quick, right? Like when you showing these people how to start these funding companies, you said you got about 90 students, but like 20 of them are crushing it. What do you see the difference between the 20 that's really, really crushing it and the other 70 that's like they still doing
mindset and confidence? Mindset and confidence.
Mindset and confidence. Let's dive in on that. What type of mindset do a person need to have to be able to have a successful funding company?
You can't be an overthinker. Like the first thing is, and this is with any business, I hear a lot of people who ask, like, what if? And the truth is, like, 90% of the shit that you thinking is gonna happen never happens.
Damn.
Like, get out of your head, start today, go outside and execute, and it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Fail fast so you can learn fast.
That's it.
Instead of thinking long and prolonging your process. I got a mentee who joined my program when I first started, right? And people start coming in and passing him, and he starts seeing all the approvals. And then he was like, yeah, bro, I got a client that I'm about to send through Chase. And I'm like, yo, Chase not giving the bag out no more.
You waited too long. You missed the wave. Missed it.
Nigga, if you would have acted when I told you to act and you would have got one approval, you could have leveraged that one receipt, got 10 more clients. Bro, I was making, off of connecting people with Chase, I was making easily like $100,000 a month just off of connecting people with Chase.
And then they said, we gonna close this stuff down. So you actually like that the banks are getting more.
I love it.
Like
I love it.
I love it.
I love
you
it.
like that the banks are getting more stricter on the lending. That don't put you in fear of anything like that. Like my business is gonna be in trouble. Like
my business ain't created off of one banking rep.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, Spider-Man, where there's great power, there's great responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Anytime something is dominating for a real long time, a competitor has to arise. So that means, all right, Chase not giving the bag out no more. Somebody else is on the scene. And I know the bank that's doing it now. Like, and the best thing is we go get a credit card from them for $75,000 and then go back and get a $50,000 line of credit. To me, that sounds better than just 2 credit cards at $50K a piece, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it happened because it's allowing other banks to be in position to get a bag out.
Yeah.
And if you niggas don't know about these banks, then
yeah, if you're not doing your homework and your research, you're not staying in the lab, like you gonna get left behind. That's what all business. It's not just, I've been doing funnels, marketing, automations. I've been doing this stuff for years, and it's always something that's coming out every year. It's always something else that's coming out. So you gotta be on top of your game. Like that could be the difference between, like you said, your business thriving and then your business going, going to shits. So I love that you stand on the forefront with just like accurate and up-to-date information. And then also with these banks, like there's so many banks. So it's like you can't even give them all. And then also banks will never stop lending. That's how they make money.
That's how America was built.
Yeah.
Like when I talk to people in our community and they say, well, like, why would I go in debt to build my business? Like Disney, Tesla, Apple.
Yeah.
Everything that we know about was built off of somebody leveraging debt.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful and wealthy like the big companies, sometimes you got to do what they did.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. This going to stir the pot a little bit. Like, do you ever feel like you're doing a disservice by getting funding because of maybe the person's profile is not the right, the person profile not right, and maybe their interest rates is a little high, or you getting a person access to money that they never had that type of money, and you like, dang, I just made somebody's life.
Bro, you asking that question, 3 clients popped in my head. When I first started off, like it's probably 3 to 5 people out there that hate me right now. They probably feel like I destroyed their lives because they came and said, yo, I want all this bread, and I got them all the bread.
Yeah.
And they defaulted on everything.
No.
Right? Like, fuck the bag up.
Yeah.
But no, I don't feel like I'm a disservice or I'm doing a disservice now because I tried to exercise all my resources. I know people who are in the cargo van space, Toro, systems, stocks. So if you getting this money and you don't know what to do with it, we can sit and have a conversation where I could connect you with one of my super friends.
Yeah.
If you fuck the bag up after that, then that's on you. Like
that's 100%.
But I'm gonna give you every avenue that you can run before I even bring up running a funding company, because I don't want to seem like I'm just pushing you through a system. No, I want to make sure that you can do whatever your wildest dreams and desires is. But if you like, nah, yo, I want to do what you doing,
right?
I'll turn them all the way up on this side.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I think about. You get somebody access to funding, it's life-changing money. They never had this type of money before. And the first thing that, our people, our culture, our community, first thing we think about is
bust down rollies, Louis, new whip. Like but I'm able to talk people off the cliff because I did that. Like I started getting funding and I started doing stuff that I was never able to do.
Yep.
But in all transparency, you can't miss something that you never had.
100%.
Like, yeah, look good that everybody got that, but you don't know what type of work they had to put in. So, like, I'll be lying if I said I ain't fucked the bag up before to where now I'm able to say, hey, when you get this money, don't do that. Like, I had a nigga like, bro, how you gonna tell me don't go to the Louis store and you and Louis? Like, do as I say, not as I do. Yeah. Because you don't know what type of numbers I'm putting up now, right? Yeah. Like, business good now, but for a long time, like, bro, I was chilling. Nigga, I'm Nike Tech.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm gonna live beneath my means. So as long as you're giving them the right opportunities, then you can't feel bad.
Yeah, they say if you stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. And you know what I mean? That's basically like just stay down till you come up. Keep your expenses where they need to be at. And then, eventually you could get there and Louis every day if you want to, Gucci every day if you want to. But you gotta understand, you gotta have the discipline in order to be able to do it. Cause bro, I done like me personally, I done messed up a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? Like, and again, like I'm an investor just by heart. Like that's just the way I think. I'm always thinking, dang, what could I put back into my business? What could I put back into my soul? What could I put into ads? Like, you know what I mean? So, sometimes it work and sometimes it don't work. That's the, that's the way of business. But I definitely made some purchases that, that I shouldn't. I think everybody got to go through that. They got to get it out their system. All right. So on the internet, bro, you got this song that's called Rich Off Credit, right? It's been going crazy. Like people been sharing it in their reels, their stories. We got a special surprise for them that's gonna come later. Maybe we could premiere that at the end of the episode. But just like how did this song come about? Where did the idea and the concept? Because you talk so boldly, bro, about the industry and just your passion for it. Like where did this song come from?
So music is therapeutic. That's one of my ways to vent. Always has been. But like a lot of people ask me, like, yo, bro, like what books you read and stuff like that. And I'd be lying if I told y'all that I read books. The only book I done ever read was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Yeah.
So when I started listening to Nip and Money Man and I'm hearing the stuff that they was putting in, like I started seeing niggas rapping it, but it was going over their heads.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? They say if you want to hide something from our people, put it in a book. If you want to teach them, put it in a hook. Ooh. So I'm showing you, like, if your credit good, you better leverage it to go get in your bag, right? And the best part about it is when I dropped that song, it's 2 videos. People don't know it's 2 videos. The first video didn't do no numbers. It was trash, but it was a manifestation song. A lot of this stuff was in the works, but it didn't happen. Yeah. The second video, if you watch close enough, you can see on the TV that the old video is playing in the background and it shows from where I started to where I was at, right? Yeah. And the best part is these videos dropped 8 months apart from each other.
Dang.
So a lot can happen in a little bit of time, but it helped me connect with people like you. I ended up getting on FaceTime with Lamar Odom from that shit, bro. Lamar Odom ended up DMing me like, yo, I like what you doing.
That's crazy.
And I thought it was a spam account. Boy, FaceTime me.
Yeah, you like what the?
Nigga, I was geeked. I'm like, oh, this nigga NBA. He got to work with Kobe, right?
Yeah.
But so I understand like music is something that bring a lot of people together.
Right.
And when you can add the information, it was only right that A-Mob and Runway linked up. So, you know, like that Rich Off Credit remix on the way. And I'm able to get a bunch of other entrepreneurs who haven't got to be young and creative in a long time outside. Yeah. Like I see a bunch of people doing, you know, financial literacy music. Them niggas is ass. Like, I'm not just saying my song the best song because it's my song. Like, what other nigga did financial literacy that you constantly heard his shit getting played or playing in people's reels? Right. The song damn near 2 years old. Right. And it's everything in there is still relevant. It's timeless.
Yeah. So you basically took your information and you was like, dang, how can I put it in a format where it's digestible to my audience, where culturally people could understand it, where it's not just rap lyrics, but it's actually something where you could be like, dang, no, he put me on game. Like he broke it down. No, I received that, bro. And I see it go crazy, and it got a nice vibe to it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not one of them things where like you can't understand it.
You can play it anywhere. You can play it in a club. And the club gonna go up. Yeah. Cause the hook, it's one of them ones, and it's literally it's at least $250,000 worth of game inside of that song with real plays that I'm executing, pledge loans, banks that I'm going to, like, it's in there. Tell you, I break down what a credit profile need to look like in there.
Oh, so they could just go listen to the song. They ain't even had to spend this whole hour with us watching this. He said, "Hey, just go listen to the song. It's a masterclass in the song."
That's it.
So is there any like passion to do more music in the future?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm gonna drop a couple more financial literacy songs while I'm on this, right? While I'm in this position and this stage in my life. But now that I understand that music is a business, when I transition and I go over here, either the funding company gonna be on autopilot for a little bit until it's time to shut it down, but we about to drop. Like this next rollout.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna
so is the next thing when you go on this music journey and you pop it over here, is the next thing to show people how to fund their music business?
Yes.
Because I see a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of people that's in the music industry, they rely on labels and things to like fund their career, when really you could just go ahead and fund yourself.
Think about it. You asked me, you said, do you feel like it's a disservice when you get somebody with a bad profile a high interest rate loan? But these rappers go get put in 360 deals where you don't see money until after 3 years. They just give you a stupid, crazy advance. Yeah. When you start to break down the analytics, it takes $50,000 to $100,000 to create a hit song based off of a marketing and a press run. In my head, that's one business credit card.
Yeah.
We got 12 months to just push this shit. And then if it start performing how we like, then what we do is we go and do a balance transfer by going and getting another $50,000 to $75,000 from another bank.
Yeah.
Putting that debt onto this new card and then reinvesting with that first card that we actually start pushing, that song.
We might need another episode.
Yeah.
We might need another episode for that one. That was fine. We might need an episode specifically for
artists.
For artists, you know what I mean? Specifically for that, because I see a lot of artists get these deals, bro. And you know, they just don't got the best interest rate. They ain't got the best terms. You know what I'm saying? But the labels is the bank though.
Most small businesses fail within 2 years. Not too many artists make it to 5.
That's crazy.
These niggas get signed and become tax write-offs.
Yeah. All right. So we do this segment in the show where it's called 48-hour implementation. You missed the 50K in 48. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this perfect.
It worked perfect, don't it?
I feel like this perfect
alignment.
For you. You feel me? So what we got to do is, and me and my guy, we always align, y'all. Like we always, we got so much in common. But for this segment, I like for you to get 1 or 2 things that the viewers could watch, that they could take and they could go implement from this episode, and they could go execute in the first 48 hours.
All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to niche it down to my people that are feeling stuck inside of their job. First, we got to understand that job stands for just over broke. So we're not focusing on retiring and making another company rich. We're going to pour into ourselves. If you are stuck at a job and you make at least $32,000 to $48,000 a year, and you have a 680 credit score with the right data points, the right build out that we spoke about earlier, you can go to a bank like SoFi, Prosper, Best Egg, Happy Money, and what's another bank that they can go to? And you can go to Splash Financial. All you have to do is put your income of what you make, if you can show that from your pay stubs, request $40,000 from these banks, right? The way that they're going to verify and validate it is based off of your pay stub. Whatever your monthly housing payment is, we're going to cut that in half. So our debt to income ratio ain't too high, because more than likely y'all got somebody in y'all's house who helping y'all, but y'all don't want to say that. You complete these applications. Once you get a pre-approval, it's going to let you know how much they're willing to give you. All you do is run a play. You go, again, SoFi, Prosper, Best Egg, Happy Money, Splash Financial. If you make at least $40,000 to $50,000 a year and can show that based off of your pay stub, they'll give you anywhere from $25,000 to $75,000 based off of your credit profile. You get approved and the money deposits in your profile in 2 days.
Wow. Y'all better go run the play. We'll make sure that the banks is inside of the show notes, so that way y'all could go make it down. Like, I didn't think he was gonna get y'all. I thought he was gonna get something else. He said, no, I'm gonna get y'all the banks.
And the best thing is, if you get approved from one of them, you'll probably get approved from another 2 of those banks as well.
Okay.
So you can do what's considered loan stacking. And I know people be like, well, why would I go get 3 loans? Because what I would do is I would leverage one loan to make the monthly payments on all 3 loans for a year straight. And then I would leverage the other 2 loans and go open business relationships or open business bank accounts with Wells Fargo, PNC, US Bank, and Bank of America. Let that season for 10 to 15 days and then go apply for business credit cards through all of those banks. Yeah. It's gonna get different.
It's gonna get different.
Quick.
It's gonna get different. See, this is why a lot of people hate you, bro. Cause you
I'm gonna get that shit out. The game free. The execution is what costs.
You gotta pay for the execution.
Niggas scared to give it out because they like, damn, they ain't gonna need me no more. I don't want them to need me, bro.
Yeah. You wanna teach them how to fish. You wanna teach them how to fish. I love that. So let's talk about how they can, get around you. Like you came on this episode, you talk very highly of your results and of, of yourself. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's going to see this episode and they're going to be able to resonate with it. So I want you to be able to tell them what you got coming up. Like, how could these people tap in? You got students that's, doing very well with social media, without social media. But what do you have for them that they could go tap into?
So if you got Instagram, follow me at @amob_go_crazy, right? I put together a 5-day challenge that's nothing like nobody else's 5-day challenge.
We know that.
everybody do funding, we understand, right? But nobody's giving you the real resources, the real knowledge, and things that you can implement before the challenge even starts, right? So I'm putting together a 5-day challenge where all you got to do is go to my Instagram and comment either masterclass or challenge under one of the videos. I'm going to get you to where you need to get to. And if you're not on social media, you can text 614-368-8080 and just type the word challenge, and I'm going to send you an invite. You come kick it with me and my super friends for 5 days where we're going to show you how to build your credit. We're going to show you how to build your business. We're going to show you how to go get funding. And then we're going to give you wealth strategies, because it ain't just about getting the bag. It's about keeping the bag.
Oh, he talking different.
Well, all they got to do is lock in. You feel me?
He talking different. He said it's not about getting the bag. It's about keeping the bag. That's probably one of the most important things. Well, my guy, I enjoyed our time here. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time on this episode. We have a good time off of this episode. I'm glad that, you gave the people the opportunity to work with you. Make sure that y'all look for the show notes. That's going to be there. You gave the people some game. You gave the people some, some value.
Yes, sir.
You said I'm coming to disrupt, and you came and shook the room. You know what I mean? So, any last words for the people that you want to leave?
I'm gonna keep it super simple. Always keep God first, and if you're not doing nothing else, always move on business, and I can guarantee that you're gonna get the results that you desire.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, bro, for bringing the energy, bringing the confidence back to the industry in the episode. I can't wait to see y'all on the next one. That's our time, y'all. A-Mob go crazy. Run with it.